up, guys? Welcome to the Kitt Build and I think we're going to go through part 3 to 6. A little bit of an update on the old bonnet scenario. Remember, we had it and it had some problems down this side. Well, Fan Home has sent us a replacement bonnet, as you can see there. So we've got 2 now, but we're not going to do that in this build. We'll probably concentrate on that when we need to get to when we get more in depth with that bonnet build part of the build. But we've got some exciting ones today. So we've got one of the wheels, we've got the front scanner, which we're going to be powering on today, putting in here, and we've got the dashboard. So hopefully we can get as much of this done as we possibly can. If we can't, then obviously there'll be another part to this video, but I'm going to try and get as much of it done as I possibly can. So I've already put my screws in this little container here, and I'm just going to get my pieces there, and then we're just going to have a look at what we got and do the best we can to get this parts 3 to 6 completed. So I will be tidying as I go along. So I'll just get rid of that. So it's saying we need the wheel, we need this bit, good, yeah, the double sided so it can go anyway, this bit, and this bit. Looks like we've got to line this lot up. Hopefully we can get it in, because I do know there's been a few people that have said about how tight this wheel is, this wheel connection is, but we're going to try and do our very best. Someone said to use put the wheel in warm water, but I can't sort of see that being need to be done, so hopefully that's in, but that's not flush against the wheel, so I might need to figure out a way to sort of turn that. Right, so that turns there, sort of line that up, holes, and that doesn't line up on the inside perfectly. Maybe if we give it a little bit of a squeeze, that might work. So it's saying we need EM screws, so we're just going to get them out first, which are these. Try and open these, put them in there and do this first. Right, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to screw these in, because they're not flush against the wheel, so it needs to be pushed in a hell of a lot more. Best thing I think we could do probably is take this whole thing out. Maybe if we can connect it first and then push the whole thing through. Right, couldn't get the wheel done. I sort of gave up on it, and I think by the looks of it, the wheels are going to be the last thing I'll do on this build, because they're literally going to drive me up the fucking wall. So what I'm going to do next is something a little bit more exciting. We'll come back to the wheels, yeah, but I'm just going to have a little look, because basically what's happening is, oh, just hit this, I can't seem to get this centre screw in. It's not flushing right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the other wheels to turn up, so I can see if it's a fault of the model or fault of the thread. I don't know. So we will definitely come back to that at a later date. So I've just got all my bits for the wheels in this section, and I will put the remainder of the wheels in here. But for the time being, let's get over and do something a little bit more exciting. Let's sort the scanner out, which I'm sure may be number 4. So let's get the scanner installed, get the dash installed, and then we can sort of go from there. Otherwise, I could literally spend an hours trying to sort this blooming. Right, that's the dash, so we'll do that last. Put it over there like that. We'll get the scanner done first, because that was quite straightforward. Yep, this is the scanner here, okay? So we'll definitely do that last. So we've got our previous scanner part from the first episode here. So let me just dip into this bag, get the parts out for it. So this is all electronic now, which is quite exciting. So put the screws in there. This is obviously the battery part of it. Connector. Don't know what that is. Line stand, that's for the steering wheel column. So that will probably be for another part, should I say? Let's put that in there, make sure there's nothing else in the bag. Put that to one side. So that's the steering column. This is the steering column. So we're obviously going to need that at some point, so that can be put to one side. But this is what we're going to sort of focus on now. A bit of the old iconic Kitt scanner. So let's have a little look. So this, I think, is going to be pretty, hopefully, straightforward. So it's going to go like that. And just making sure I've got it in the right way and I don't fuck it up. So we need 2 AP screws, so that obviously gets screwed to it like that. So let's get these 2 AP screws out. Let's get the battery compartment out, his plate out. Yeah, I'm sure with them wheels, I might have a 40 wheel. I've already had a 40 bonnet, guys. Drop a message in the description below, just to let me know if you're getting a few parts out of 40, should I say. I mean, don't get me wrong, fan home, you know, you get a 40 part fan home are absolutely amazing for replacing it. They replaced my bonnet straight away. So this is a bit that's going to make me a little bit nervous, because obviously it's a board, and obviously I don't want to break the board with my shaking, so I'm just going to try and sort of do it the best I can. So we've got one in. sure I've got it the right way around according to this I have, because that goes backwards. Sunk. Put that in wrong, and then I think this bit okay, that goes over that. And that gets screwed into those are BP screws, are they? These screws here. So that's just open this. If you hear some noise in the background, our partner is putting up the Christmas decorations, so I do apologise about that. So you might hear some jingle bells. So let's go. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Is it one of them days today? I've lost the plastic thing. So I'm winding me up now. Oh, look, it's falling in here. What a dickhead. Right, so let's hold this scanner in place. On there. And then what we will do is we'll test out the scanner, make sure the electrics are okay. And then we'll get on to the interior build. I think it's got a little bit tight. Don't want to push it too tight. So this is a compartment. So let's just stick some batteries in here. And let's just plug it in. There we go. And as you can see, we've got the scanner light, which looks pretty awesome. Right, so we know that's fine, so we can switch it off. And we can put this to one side now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just hide these wires in here so they don't get damaged, because obviously we need to do that in the next build. So let's put that to one side, so that's done. Just going to have a bit of a tidy up, guys. It's getting a bit messy here. And here we are. This is the interior. So yeah, I like the look of this. I'm looking forward to this bit. A bit gutted about the wheels, but I know I'll get it sorted with the help of my wife in the background. She's more off camera. I'm sure she'll have a look at it for me and help me get that wheel sorted. But if that's just one of the wheels driving out the wall, God knows what the rest of the fucking wheel's going to do. So it's going to turn that way. Hopefully this don't start falling out. Okay, so this is quite a lot of parts to this. So we've got our screws, we've got our iconic, should I say, Kitt console. So let's just put that to one side. Got the steering wheel, and all these little light things. I like to sort of get everything out. That's what she said. And put them in my little drawer here. This is like the steering column, by the looks of it. This is all metal, this steering column. The parts are so small. So tiny. Steering wheel. There's obviously the decals. Kitt steering wheel. That's metal as well. Pretty cool. Decals out, so I'll get rid of this box. End up having about 600 or 700 boxes lying around the house. Oh, and then we've got the lights. Okay, make sure that's that. So put that to one side. And yeah, let's start putting Kitt together. Right, so step one is try and make sure I'm on the right part. This bit and this bit here and this. Slides into there like that. This that's going to that. Or do I need to put the decal in first? Yep. Okay. So we want the Is that the right one? Make sure I've got the right decal. Because all this is backlit. All this will be backlit, so I've got to take that back off. I think that's it. Let me just have a look. Make sure I get it the right way around, guys. Right, this has got to stay on by the looks of it. Okay. So we need screws, BP. So we need the BP gauge. Looks like there's just one set of standard screws for this, which is the BP garage. Okay, let's get that in. Oh, I might need to put the... Oh no, that slides in. Okay. Okay, so that's in. Right, we need to try and get Kitt's voice box in now. Which, according to this diagram, slides in. Like that. Okay. Okay, so now we've got to match up all these parts to the graphics. So I think by the looks of it, that's part of that. For some reason that should peg in there. Should just snap in there. Try and make sure I get it right, guys, because I've got this here. For some reason, this graphic won't clip in. Keeps falling out. This is a bit of like plastic glass, this bit here, and it's meant to just snap into place here. Let me just check something. Right, I'm just having problems putting this in, so I'm going to install it, but this might need a bit of glue, guys. Let's just slide it in. Ah! Kit, you're driving me up the fucking wall. You're going to turbo boost out the window in a minute. It's meant to clip in, okay? But for some reason it's not clittering in. Right, so that goes out there because you can see the orientation, yeah? And I don't want to break it, so what I might do is glue this in because it's not staying in. Right, so unfortunately I'm going to have to try and glue this little bit in. I've got the glue gun on charge now because it don't seem to be attaching properly. So just got to make sure I get the orientation right again. So that's the orientation. And it's just not clipping in, so I'm going to just put some glue in there. I don't want to sort of keep leaving things. I want to build as much of it as I possibly can. We've got the rest of the parts here. Got these bits here that we've got to put, obviously, the steering wheel column. These LEDs go on the steering wheel. So once this is done, we can start putting it together. And so we'll go from there. So I'm thinking the steering wheel column might be in parts, the next part. We will have an overview at the end of this. So just bear with me, I'm just sure that this is so I don't know how I'm going to glue this, but I've got to glue it without messing up these holes here, because them holes are for the LEDs. So it's just see these holes here for the LEDs, so I've got to make sure no glue sort of gets in the way of them. So hopefully put a bit of glue around the edges here. And then we'll tidy it up afterwards. Leave that on just in case we need some more. You know, it's, oh, sorry about this sink. It's quite, right, so that's stuck there. So let's just leave that to one side to dry, so that's done. It's quite, I think it's inevitable that when you get these little kit builds, or excuse the pun, model builds, that you're going to get some parts that are not going to be 100% correct, in a sense where they're just not going to screw properly, or they're going to be threaded, or things like that. So